Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel where today I thought I would do something fun and do a book tag, so I'm going to do the intimidating TBR pile tag. I actually counted the other day and worked out that at the moment I have about 90 unread books on my shelf, which isn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not exactly good either, so hopefully doing this tag will kind of bring light to some books that I definitely need to read soon. Question 1 is, what is a book that you were unable to finish? And in general, I make a rule to never not finish a book because I feel like I have no right to comment on it if I didn't read it to the end. But for this question, I'm going to go with The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson. I've picked this up twice, both like 6 months apart, and I have been unable to finish it either time. I never get past about page 50, and I keep saying it's because I wasn't in the mood for it, but I feel like I really just wasn't enjoying it enough to keep reading. So I do want to finish this at some point, but I'm kind of apprehensive to pick it up again, given that I've already put it down twice. Question 2 is, what is a book you have yet to finish because you just haven't had the time? And for this, it's I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes, which I bought a while ago because I've been hearing really good things and I don't really read much crime, so this one sounded like a really good one to pick up. But it's kind of big and I feel like crime books mean I have to think a lot, so I just haven't had the time to think about this one, I guess. Question 3 is a book that you're yet to finish because it's a sequel, and for me this one is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series, and for what I don't even have a reason that I haven't picked this up. I feel like I've just always had something else that I more urgently want to read, so this one's been kind of pushed back. But I do really want to read this. I don't even know why I haven't. The first book was really great, so I should definitely read this soon. Question 4 is a book you haven't read yet because it's brand new, and this one's another book by Sarah J Maas, and it's A Court of Mist and Fury, which just arrived, and I'm so excited. I'll probably have started this by the time I upload the video, but I am just so excited to read this, so it's on my TBR, but it'll only be there for a little while. Question 5 is a book that you're yet to read because you read something else by the author and didn't like it. And this one's a really hard question because most authors I kind of like one book and then don't like another or something. But for this I'm going to say it's A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, which I'm yet to even buy, that's why I don't have it. But I really liked More Than This by Patrick Ness and then was kind of not a huge fan of the Chaos Walking trilogy. So I do want to read A Monster Calls, but I'm very aware that Patrick Ness's writing for me is either love it or hate it. So we'll see how that goes. Question 6 is a book that you're not in the mood to read, and for this I'm going to say Lolita because I honestly don't know what mood I'm meant to be in when I read this, and I don't know, I'm very rarely in the mood to read a classic lately, so I feel like next time I'm in the mood to read a classic, it'll be this one. I just don't know when that'll be. Question 7 is a book you're yet to read because it's humongous, and for this one, dun dun dun, it's 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami, which is terrifyingly huge, but I know that when I read it I'll really enjoy it. It's just the kind of thing that I know I'm gonna have to put aside like a week and a half or 2 weeks or a month to read, and I'm very rarely in the mood to read a huge book. Question 8 is a book that was a cover buy but then turned out to have poor reviews, and for this one it's The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. This doesn't necessarily have poor reviews. I've just recently heard quite a few negative things about it, saying that as far as a retelling of Arabian Nights goes, there are better books you can read, and I know that there's a sequel to this and I don't really understand that. So it's got a pretty cover, but I've been hearing kind of mixed things about it, so I'm not sure when I'll get to this one. Final question is, what is the most intimidating book on your TBR? And I've mentioned this book a few times and I am just still so intimidated by the amount of hype surrounding it because people rave about this book and the series, and it's Cinder by Marissa Meyer, which I am still so excited to read and will probably read sometime this month, but I do find the amount of hype surrounding it very intimidating. So that's it for this tag, guys. If you've also done this tag, leave the link to your video down in the comments so that I can watch it, and if you haven't done this video yet, consider yourself tagged because it's really fun. But that's it for this video, guys. I upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so be sure to like and subscribe and tune in next time for more bookish goodness. Toodaloo!